If you've got a startup idea that you've been thinking about doing, but you're not sure where to start, like what's the right thing to do, I want to tell you what we believe at Pitch Black is the number one most important factor in the first 12 to 18 months of a startup, and it's focus. Focus, focus, focus. So many people believe that they can build tech startups like websites, apps, physical product companies on the side as a side project. And while some people do that, it's a very slow journey. So what we see as success is when the magic happens, when you've got an entrepreneur and, if it's a software startup, a coder sitting side by side, you've got some investment so that you can both quit your jobs and work full time on bringing this vision to life. That is where the magic happens. That is where all of the world's biggest tech startups originally start. They don't start often as side projects where people have a corporate job and they're just sort of tinkering away at it. If you really want to build a big company, you've got to give it your focus. The hardest thing for us is that if someone's going to start a cafe, they drop everything, quit their job, get $500,000, $600,000 loan, remortgage their house, and go all in on fitting this thing out and dedicating their whole life to it, 70 hours plus a week, to just pretty much buy themselves a job, and then they're stuck in running this cafe. And the exit, as in how you sell that cafe, the opportunity for selling it is not at a very good multiple and nothing like in the tech startup space. So people go all in when they're going to start a cafe. But then when people want to start a tech startup, for some reason they believe they can build a company worth millions or tens of millions and start by just doing it as a side project on the side. That makes no sense to me. The opportunity is so much bigger in a tech startup than in a localized cafe. So of course you should give it even more focus than what you would give if you were going to start a cafe. So I hope that helps. The number one thing you should be aiming for is to be full-time giving this idea everything that you've got to give. And to do that, you've got to prove it's viable. You've got to get some investment, because it often costs over 100 grand for the first year of wages and marketing and all the other bits and pieces. So prove it up, get investment, quit your job and focus on it, and that's when the magic happens.